Hi again. So if you tried the part one of the hands and wrist exercises or stretches, this is the part two where we really get into the nooks and crannies. And I attribute this to Jill Miller, who inspired me to make this a little bit more accessible to you. Do check out Yoga Tune Up Fitness. They have a lot of informative resources. So let's start. Now take your hand, the offended hand, or let's say the affected, aggrieved hand, onto your knee and just let it form into the shape of your knee. Imagine you're holding into a ball and you're gripping, squeezing, and then relaxing, releasing. Just do that a few times. And then from here, take your top hand that will act as support and also to increase the pressure, increase the weight. So you want to knead that bottom hand with either the heel of the palm or the other padded parts of the palm, whichever parts that you like. And you want to get into the base of the thumb, base of the index finger, doing that for the rest of the fingers. So you're really just pressing in, pressing down, sliding your hand against that bottom hand. And already this starts to feel, hopefully it starts to feel nice. Make sure you also run it through your fingers. And know that if you had options to just get someone to massage you, this would also feel nice. But when you don't have access to other therapists, why not just learn something you can do yourself? You can also do finger splits, and this was quite nifty. I like that Jill talked about it. So focusing on the webbing of the fingers, you're gonna press it down to let them do a split. Doing it into vertical splits, horizontal splits. You'll find out which splits your fingers are capable of. Hanumanasana never quite felt this way. Between my ring finger and my middle finger. Oh, that's the killer spot. And then from here, you're also gonna just slide your hands in and out. And you're not just like letting it wave around, you're gonna pin it down and then work it in. And then notice if your shoulder starts to come up towards your ear, can you keep the bend in the arm, drop the elbow down, drop the shoulder down? So that you're also working a little bit more of internal rotation, external rotation of the arm at the shoulder joint. And then from here, take your forearm onto your thigh and imagine you're just trying to like roll out dough of bread or pie or whatever you like. And you're just gonna knead it. Knead. Smoothen it out. Work it in. Literal elbow grease. If you're working without any pants, perhaps. But do this to the extent where it feels good. If it doesn't, back off. No one really needs that. Then as you work into the forearms, know that these are all pieces of a bigger puzzle. So you can't just work on one thing and expect a specific result. You want to let everything else feel the magic. So from here, we're gonna let your other hand just trace your collarbone and then work above the collarbone with maybe the index finger and the middle finger. Like you're trying to find the little dip before the shoulders, and it feels almost tender or pleasurable to the touch. You can move your head, tilting it side to side. And if you don't feel that dip, bring your shoulder up. This might reveal that gap or that space or that little bit of pool a little bit more. Now drop the shoulder down and let your fingers do a little march, do a little tap dance on the underside of your collarbone, working it towards your sternum, the top of the chest. And then maybe just tracing it back and forth, if it feels nice. And then if you get to a point where there's a little bit of give and there's a little bit more sensation, stay there, press in. And then take that arm, bend it as you bring your head in, and then extend. Do a few tries of that. Or you might want to do the adverse of it, so you're going to bring the arm in, but bring the head away. And just do it enough where it feels good. And when you're done, breathe it all out. Hope the suppleness has returned. Hope you can return into the excellence of your Beethoven-ness. Enjoy your day.